Fun facts about donuts and custom donut boxes. As I walk with my 6-year-old son back home from a reputed cafe carrying custom donut boxes in his hands, he started telling me what he had learned about donuts in school. He asked me if I knew that 5th of June was considered the National Donut Day in America. I did not. It amused me. I know that we, as Americans, love our donuts. I know that there are countless flavors to select, ranging from sweet to savory. But I did not know that we had a national day for donuts. It is amazing how much we learn from our children, I thought, looking at the custom donut boxes in my hands. When I was growing up, the bakeries and cafes used wax paper to wrap donuts for people on the go. Today there are proper cardboard donut holders. I personally love the hexagonal printed donut boxes used for packing individual donuts. It just tells us how sophisticated our packaging has become. How tuned in the packaging industry is with the needs of the products. But wasn't that messy? Asked my son. Indeed, it was, I reply as we sit on a bench enjoying donuts and tea we had bought on a chilly evening. My son continued telling me, donuts were first made somewhere in New England. At some point in history, they were also referred to as doughnuts. There is a cookbook dating to 1750, where the recipe of donuts can be found. Interestingly, the original donuts did not have a hole. They were smaller with a size similar to a walnut. The donut hole was added much later by the bakers, he added, placing his half-eaten donut on the stack of donut packaging boxes we had just bought. This change was made around the mid-18th century, to bake cake donuts more evenly this way. More on history, donuts, and custom donut boxes USA. By the time we reached home with our packaging donut boxes, I thought that he had run out of information about donuts to share with me and that this conversation was over. But little did I know. Over dinner, my son informed me the WWI Army volunteers were offered donuts to make them feel good and boost their morale. It was a pastry that could be fried easily on the campfire. Even in World War II, the American Army trucks were loaded with donut machines and gramophones. They were driven by young women, who would fry fresh donuts for the soldiers. Later in the mid-19th century, police departments were given cars for mobility. During this time, the only eateries that opened early were the bakeries. But a few years donut shops were established around the same time to cater to the customers seeking convenient and early breakfast options. During the Great Depression, the Salvation Army fed hundreds and thousands of homeless with donuts and coffee. According to an estimate, more than 2 million donuts were distributed around that time. Today, as we enter donut shops and different cafes, we see a plethora of options in front of us. One can select from custard-filled donuts to jam-filled ones. Even savory donuts are gaining popularity all over the world. The local donut shops and brands are giving tough competition to the international donut chains and brands. They brand their donuts using different branded themes on the custom printed donut boxes used to pack these donuts. Vivid colors and attractive elements are printed on these boxes using modern offset printing techniques. The use of various effects, stock texture, and ink create impressive themes on the boxes that are eye candy and help the customers recognize the brand on the shelves without wasting any time. If you are looking for manufacturers offering custom donut boxes USA, make sure to check out Clipbox.